Elyon, Ascent Infinite Realm, a game set to release in NAEU near the end of 2021. And at the time of uploading this video, recently there was a closed beta and I had the opportunity to give this game a play. This video itself is not sponsored, so if you're curious on what my perspective and experience was like, I'll do my best to show you what the progression was like, as well as some of the content and mechanics that you can expect from the game. If you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave it with a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Enjoy the video. We start off in Elyon closed beta this time on the EU servers. Normally I'd play on NA, but the NA servers were having some issues and I didn't want to wait. When first getting started, I have to choose between one of two factions. On the left, we have the Vulpin faction, and on the right, we have the Antari. And I chose the Antari. Taking a look at the classes.
So we have the human class, the elementalist, the mystic, the assassin, and the gunner.
And then looking at the races available.
So we have the human, the elf, the Ain, the orc.
Also to note, the classes were not gender locked. The character customization was detailed enough that it was enjoyable to play around with, and if you're a fan of those kind of details, you might enjoy this. You do also have some dye options for cosmetics, there are some presets, and you can also customize your own color scheme. And we are in the game and pushing through the tutorial. A few decent cutscenes later, and we find ourselves in one of the early game towns. Taking a look around, I land on a general goods merchant where I can sell some of my trash items, and I notice that they also sell signs that you can lay around in the game for people to see, and they last 20 minutes once placed.
Shameless plug. So when you come into town.
Taking a look at more nitty-gritty details, there are also titles that you can earn throughout the game for completing a variety of tasks.
Defeat Lieutenant Commander 100 times in Realm War. Oh, that's badass. I got loot boxes.
So these loot boxes contain Runestones, and they seem to be a big part of your gear progression and building your class type. And I'll go more into this later in the video. Another fun little thing on top of mounts is that you get a glider that cannot help but remind me of Arcade. It's a fast way of traveling, but also consumes stamina while using. And after a while of questing and after completing the tutorial, I check out one of the first solo dungeons. It's kind of what you'd expect from any dungeon run.
Cool.
You kill some mobs, there's a boss, you hope for some decent loot. It was a nice little run. And after the run, I started upgrading these runestones that I mentioned earlier. So the runestones are like crystals that you'd put into your gear that have available slots. There's different color crystals, and the different colors add points into certain skill trees where you can apply bonus perks to your characters, like things like faster attack speed, increased defense, and also special abilities that give you a small percentage chance to summon meteors from the sky, if you so choose to build that way. You level up the runestones through powder that you can get through questing, grinding, or even just grinding them down. The higher level of stone that you have, the more points that it's going to give you for that specific perk tree. As you level up your general level, you also will unlock more specific class abilities, but you will need skill points in order to unlock them, and runestones also help with these. The game itself comes across as very party friendly. In this scene, you see me summoning a fast travel point for my invited party mate to travel to so we can join up quickly. We take it easy for a bit and fish in a local town just to check out some of the life skilling, and there seems to be a variety of life skills like fishing, mining, basic life skills you'd really expect, including crafting, which I will touch on later in the video. Like any MMO, you can expect to see daily login rewards, and to my surprise, Elyon had a variety of random events and fun minigames to experience throughout the world. It definitely helped keep things interesting from my perspective, and there's also random event NPCs that also seem to spawn and invite you to minigame-like quests as well. There are a few kinks in the game, and the more notable one right off the bat was the voice acting. Even though this man looks like a complete copy-paste of Tom Cruise, the voice acting is absolute shit.
You can't use this item during battle.
Could you please rethink this? I can't fight as valiantly as I used to.
There is no kinder way to put this, as everything was easily skippable.
Can you make?
But ooh la la, one Donkey Kong barrel shot later and we find ourselves in a mech suit. I don't really know if he's coming to play in the endgame, I just wanted to make note of Optimus Prime piggybacking my gameplay. Finally getting into a main town, I talked to an enhancing vendor to upgrade some of my equipment. Items seem to have an enhancing limit. If an item has 4 enhancing slots, you can take 4 swings at it. Fails and success count towards that total score. If it fails, it can go backwards, and if it succeeds, obviously it can level up. There are a variety of upgraded enhancing stones in the game that can give you more than just one level up per success, and there are even items that can break if they fail. Fun. During the closed beta, there was an event vendor in town that had some goodies like mounts, costumes, blah blah blah. I took a second to dye my new swag and then went back to leveling up. So again, with random minigames, there are world events that can spawn and you can queue up to special instances of fighting what seems like world bosses, and there are rewards that you can earn for attending them. Elyon seems to have a variety of solo dungeons that you can play through for daily and weekly rewards, as well as special loot that you can grind for. You also have 3+ man dungeons that at the time of playing seem challenging and engaging. We had a good time playing these. Back to town, I'm upgrading a shiny new blue sword and following some more quests to level up, and still running into new minigames for rewards. Now that I'm a few hours deep into this, I can explain my perspective of what the combat feels like. It feels like a hybrid between tab action-based combat and action-based combat. It feels pretty faster paced, which I'd like, and my comparison to another game would be a lot like Arcade. Some people on my Twitch chat mentioned comparisons like Wildstar and Terra, but faster paced, so take that as you will. The PvP feels fun, although I didn't get a chance to experience it too much. You can run into the opposing factions in open world, as well as navigate even to their areas if you feel like searching for PvP. I really like that open world PvP element to it. You're also rewarded for everything you do in this game, including your engagement in PvP.
Oh, let's go! Woo! Get fucked!
Alright, so now we are a high enough level that we can unlock our housing.
Oh, I get a house. Nice.
Which includes a storage, and you seem to only have access to the storage through the housing system, a farming area to harvest materials for crafting and trading, crafting stations for crafting items like armor, weapons, elixirs, as well as a house to decorate as you feel fit. You can also AFK grind at your home to slowly earn EXP and money, so do note the game comes across as AFK friendly if those types of mechanics matter to you. So at this point, I'm wanting to get my hands on the crafting to see what it's like at this point, and I need resources which I can find throughout the world as well as produce in my in-game home. To my surprise, after growing something I had planted, a minigame had spawned, and yet another fun activity to collect resources that I need for crafting. These random events can also be encountered in the open world when gathering resources like you see here. Entering this game, you can see it's like a gliding challenge that has a bunch of random resource nodes scattered across the area. Do note that there is an energy system in the game, and gathering seems to be one of the activities that is fueled by it. And after a few hours of gathering, I fast travel back to town where I'm left with a friendly hello from a friendly friend.
Oh my god, what the heck? Who put that? Someone put a sign down.
And back in my house, I'm off to crafting.
Oh, I got one.
The resources I need to craft armor and weapons have a small chance of being produced on the crafting table. And if the special item I need crafted is not created, you get a base level product that you can also use for trading across lands. Those products that you send out for trade runs also have a chance of being compromised, and you can either get paid or get no reward depending on the success of its delivery. So we're growing things, trading things, and most importantly, crafting things to craft a better thing, and voila, an even shinier blue sword with better stats than my current weapon. And to my surprise, back at the enhancing vendor, failing a crafted item seems to have a chance to break if you fail your attempted enhancement.
Wait, what? It gets destroyed? What?
Through the various minigames, you can also earn other materials for crafting, and after checking out the weapon and armor craftables, I decided to check out the alchemy as well for crafting elixirs. And it's what you'd normally expect. Elixirs for increased attack, defense, crit, blah blah blah. And tons of items are sellable on the game's central marketplace, so there seems to be a variety of ways that you can make money.
Ooh, I got a purple drop. I got the boots. So now I wonder, does this break when you enhance it? No.
Something to mention about enhancing is that you can also use scrolls to reset the item's upgraded level back to base level. This also allows you to sell on the marketplace or reattempt a successful enhancement chain for an even higher level in case you failed some attempts. And at this point of my gameplay is where I come to the end of my closed beta experience. So I'm still left with a few questions of what the game's end game experience is going to be like, what the roadmap for this game is, what their plans for future content and keeping this game interesting is, and what the monetization system of the game is going to look like, whether or not it's going to be buy to play, a subscription-based payment, and if there's going to be any pay to win or convenience features through the cash shop. In my honest opinion, I do see where these windows for pay for convenience could lie, but it's too soon to know what they're going to be doing to this game, as there's so many changes that have been made to it, and we're still far away from this game's full release. Overall, I had a really good time playing Elyon, and I could see myself playing this game upon its release. The combat is enjoyable enough for me, the graphics aren't anything incredible, and that's not super important to myself, but I do really enjoy the content so far that's in Elyon. I'm a fan of the random events, the crafting so far, as well as the open world PvP that players can encounter. I'm interested in seeing what large-scale PvP content looks like, as I didn't get a chance to jump into any of the arenas and haven't seen what siege content could potentially look like. But yeah, should you play it? I don't know. Did you enjoy the video? If so, leave it with a like and enjoy this game in an upcoming open beta or on its full release at the end of 2021. And thank you for watching. Hopefully this video has helped give you an inside look at some of the things you can expect from Elyon. And do bear in mind that things are always subject to change, so we don't know if the release date could also be pushed back. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, and thank you for watching.
So when you come into town...